YAJ effect. YAJ effect. YAJ.
She was one who played she play Clarice?
Welcome to YAJ.
We're gonna need to fix this.
Why?
Because I'm half in.
Can you move it to the right a little? I mean, yeah. Thank you, sorry. Just move the camera. There you go. All right. Is that better? Yeah, it's gonna take a few minutes. All right, come on.
All right. Hello, everybody. Lord have mercy. Get this stuff together beforehand. We're in May.
May 1st.
Yes, and we got Mother's Day this month, and we have Memorial Day this month.
And my middle child will be in her 20s.
In her 20s.
She's already in her 20s.
2020. Okay, sorry about that. Didn't know that was coming. Let's just turn all that down. All right. What is your favorite type of climate? I love to experience all 4 seasons. You like the tropical, cold and snowy, warm and dry, not too warm and not too cold. That's mine. Not too warm, not too cold, just right. Of course, around here, I don't think we get any spring, so it goes from cold to hot.
Straight hot. Before we begin tonight's subject, parenting versus kids, I want to say something real quick.
Say it.
As I read a lot of these stories, you got all these people who build these private facilities called prisons, jails. But yet, it's kind of funny how when it comes time for them to serve their time or serve any time, they fight and scramble to stay out of the very institution that they built. Because it does go along to exactly what we're talking about tonight. Because what I haven't yet figured out is, here you got in Trump's tenure, not just Trump, just everybody. Just like somebody broke down qualified immunity for police officers. And the reason why I'm looking over here, because I'm trying to, see if anybody's watching. But what I'm saying is this. Look at the situation at hand. Here you commit a crime and you are a government official. Doesn't matter who you are or what you are, where you at, or how hard you are on the food chain. You commit a very serious crime. You're supposed to go to jail. That's what you tell everybody else that's beneath you. But you yourself will rat out whoever you need to rat out so you won't go to jail or prison. How is that fair? What message are you truly sending? Because you're making it perfectly clear that only certain people are going to prison. But if you are of this stature, you are not. Because what? Because I can't get a powerful attorney? Because I can't get the right attorney to speak for me and understand the laws? I never figured out where there's a double standard in life. But then it goes back to parenting. It goes back to kids. And how is that? Because why is it that our parents and grandparents and great-great-parents' crap is still living? Why are they still living? Ain't they supposed to move on to the white pearly gates, as you call it in the Bible?
No.
Why are they still living? They're still with the same old good old boy routine with no change. And they're still making money. Or they're still living good. Even though they did more heinous shit in their entire lifespan in that generation than anybody else. Where do you think mass suicides came from? Sure as hell didn't come from anybody else, because Now, most of us worked hard in this so-called world called United States of America to make their part and make their way. Do you think I wake up in the morning and think about I'm gonna kill somebody? No. I wake up because the simple fact is I got bills to pay until I die.
Like, by the time you grow up and you get a job, you might as well realize you're gonna be working for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
Unless you somehow win the lottery,
yeah,
which would be nice.
yeah,
But I'd still work if I won the lottery.
yeah.
Just not
Because each parent is supposed to teach their kids, which I haven't figured out. This is a generation of know-it-alls, but they're supposed to teach their kids what to do and what not to do. See, I was unable to
the values of life.
the values of life. I was unable to do that with my firstborn or my second.
Well, see, the problem is that you're sitting here talking about teaching the values to children. But the thing is you got parents. I'm not knocking all parents.
I am.
And you got a lot of single parents out there, and you do the best that you can. And it's not just single women. There's single men too that are taking care of kids too.
Yeah.
But you cannot be your kids' best friends right now. And maybe you might go through a divorce or they've lost one of their parents. I understand that. And it's hard and stuff. But they still have rules and they still need to abide by the rules.
Mhm.
You know, yes, they're going through a tough time. Well, guess what? So are you. You know, it's even getting divorced from somebody. They always say getting a divorce is just like a death. Well, it is pretty much. You've been with that person for a long period of time, even though you're not getting along, or things are not the best. You know, you had so many years together, whether it's 2, 3, 4, 5, up and up and up and up. You know, but kids are going through things too. But you also need to listen to your kids too and talk to them.
Mhm.
And I think there's a lot of parents that don't listen to their children either. They just yell. You know, you gotta listen to help. Wonder why you're yelling at them, because yelling is not going to help it. But also letting them get away with things is not going to work either. Because you're going to pay that price down the road.
Yeah. And even then, somebody's still going to bail them out. Let me tell you something.
No one wins in divorce, that's for sure.
I love my firstborn with all her faults. And I made it perfectly clear. I'm not her best friend. I am her parent. And I will be her parent. I respect her as an adult. There's a difference. Because my whole thing is, regardless, at the end of the day, I hope that she sees my struggles. So that way, as I lift up the course of life above my head, I want her to walk, not struggle with it. And, you know, sometimes as a parent, it's hard to explain that to a child or your children or an adult child. But the thing is, you want them to see by example, look, I might have messed up a lot of things in life. I might not have been there. But I want you to recognize that, yeah, I get up every day with all my struggles to make sure that when you see something strong, you know what you're looking at. I'm making sure I clear the path for you so that way you can go through your life and not have to do the same things I had to go through. This is why I don't agree with some of the things that Veronica or Antonio says, because their lives are always going to be different from mine. Their paths are going to be different. Their struggles are going to be different.
She has a job. Good. Yay.
See? The whole thing about it is it's like this, people. There will always be families that have black clouds. Always. There's going to be, this is why we always gravitate to watching somebody else's perfect lifestyle. But at the end of the day, when the cameras are off, we don't know what they go through.
You got that right. Something that Misty brought up. Yeah. You know, it's kind of like when we grow up and we're growing up and we learn. Some of us have been married and divorced. I think everybody in this room has been divorced. But the thing is that you learn from your mistakes, and your children need to learn from their mistakes. You can't do everything for them.
No, you can't.
They've got to learn. As much as you want to do everything, you can't. Because I got news for you. Parents that cuddle and pamper their children and give them everything they want, they're not learning anything. If you die, they're going to sit back and go, well, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to take care of this? You need to teach them to get out there. They got to start paying their bills. They got to start taking care of things and take care of this. Because if you don't, you're going to be paying the price. You've already done your thing. You've already grown up and took care of your stuff. That's why you're there to teach your children. You're not their best friends. You are their parents. Yeah, you can go out and have fun and all this, that, and the other. But when there's rules, there's rules.
I just try to help you out there.
Yeah, you're right. As long as your children try and you have no problem helping them, but okay, let's say for instance your children do something wrong, go to jail.
Failures.
Okay, you bail them out the first time. I told my kids, you do one time wrong, I'll bail you. I'll be there to bail you out. Do it again, I ain't bailing you out. You're gonna learn your lesson. You're gonna have to stay there and do what you gotta do because I'm not gonna sit here and keep bailing you out. Because if you think I'm gonna bail you out all the time, no. I don't mind being there for my children. I've got 2 of them, same age. I got one that's getting ready to be a mama, and I got one that's going to be engaged down the road. So, you hope that you teach your kids right, but you also have to learn to be stern.
Mm-hmm. And realize that sometimes you just cannot be there. No matter how hard you try, you can't be there for everything. I mean, the thing that I've learned over the course of my life after smoking crack and all that other stuff, you have to understand something, that sometimes that you recognize certain signs that people don't recognize. You recognize signs in your children that they don't even recognize, and they look at you like, how'd you know that? Because I've been on drugs, man. I know. But the thing is, how is it that
you have to teach them young? Yeah, you do have to teach them young.
The thing that, as I try to sit here and think to myself, like, I don't even think about where I went wrong anymore. I think about what I can do to help in any situation. Because sometimes I just sit there and listen. And sometimes I might give an opinion. But it's easier to give opinion to someone else than your own.
Yeah, that's true. Well, and the other thing is, okay, like you say, there's a friend that has a child that's still living at home. Yes, I still have one that lives at home, but he pays his bills, he takes care of his stuff and this and that and the other. But the thing is, if he's living at home and you're still paying the bills and all this, that, and the other, it's time to kick him out.
Yeah.
Time to go.
Yeah.
Or here's the bills. You're going to start paying them.
Yeah. Most people don't. Look, let me tell you something. I've never met people who lived at home as many years as they have. And I'm just saying as an example, that went from home. Because what they, the thing is, and this is where the parents fall, is because we're so quick to bail them out. No, man, you can't do that. Because they got to understand struggle. And that's the difference between a whole lot of kids today and my generation. Because when we got kicked out of the house or we told we'd leave, most of us didn't go back. And we had to struggle what we had to struggle with. Remember, there was a lot of girls who had teenage pregnancies.
Yeah.
And got kicked out of home, or they dated black guys, or they dated somebody they wasn't supposed to date, or whatever it may be.
Parents didn't.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
And they still don't have good relationships.
Coughing your arm, not your hands. Now wash your hands. This is your baby's mom.
Yeah, okay.
What did you just say? Because I was going to say
Well, I got a news flash that I don't know why that pertains to what we're talking about today, but Osama bin Laden was killed today 10 years ago today.
It's been 10 years already.
I mean, I don't even know what the hell that has got to do with parenting versus kids. Yeah, you just
Yeah, and that's another thing is having your kids respect you. When your kids start telling you no, I'm going to do what I want to do and all that, you've already lost control.
Yeah.
You've lost control. And If you let it go on until they're a teenager, oh well, it's too bad you ain't gonna learn. And that's it. You done made a mistake.
That's why I love black parents, because when a child looks at them and want to back talk, some of them black mamas and black daddies give them child such a deadly look.
Deadly look.
They just like,
It's either a look or they're just gonna smack them right upside the head.
It's kind of funny when dads look at child go, "What did you say?"
Yeah, you don't want to hurt your kids, but people, you know what? I have seen some people that they're too scared. Oh, I'm scared that they're not going to love me or care about me anymore. You know what?
Who says that?
Nobody. Just say out of respect. I just kind of. The thing is, yeah, when they're little kids and they're little babies, and you're like the first time you either spanked them or popped them on the thigh, and you're just like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that, and yeah, it bothers you, and I can't believe I did it. After a while, when your child hasn't listened, and you get to the point, I'm not a mean person, and I've had a lot of people tell me that you look very scary, or you can scare a person and stuff like that. Well, I'm kind of glad I have that. At least people stay away from me. But I'm not a mean person. But when I mean business, I mean business. You shouldn't do things that you're not supposed to do. And if you let them get away with it, then that's nobody's fault but your own. And you're the only person to blame for it.
That's right. That's right.
Ooh.
What?
Somebody got a can of whoop tushy.
I knew that was coming. I kind of knew that was coming.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
To that no people.
Sometimes they say, you shouldn't be spanking, or, oh, you're going to get in trouble for this, that, and the other. My children, every time we went out, it was in Roses. And for some reason, they wanted to act up in Roses. And you give them this look, or you pop them that, people look at you going, I can't believe you popped that child. You know what? I used to think that when I used to work at daycare, and I would see people, pop their kids or whatever, and I'm like, I can't believe they did that. Well, you know what? Now I understand why they did. And don't come over and tell somebody, well, you shouldn't be doing that. Unless you've had children, you don't have any room to talk. Now, if somebody's abusing the child and beating the child, I understand that. Step in. But if they get popped because they were doing something wrong, mind your business.
I get horny in Roses.
Oh my God. Shut up.
Hey, you.
I've been told that too. I'm not mean either. If you push me, then I'm going to let you know. Yeah, that's true.
Who's that, Misty?
Yeah.
Hi, Misty.
Misty and Lawrence are the two people that we've been talking to tonight.
Oh, the others will show up later. I found out a lot of people at the damn beach while, others work hard.
I mean, if you know that your kids have actually done pretty well, I mean, yes, you're going to have one child that is the black sheep of the family. I'm not the black sheep. I'm the only child. I was the only child.
Black sheep.
No,
Still can be the only child can be a black sheep.
Or you can have one that just is as good as gold, out and all this, but on the other hand,
right there. Oh,
on the other hand,
perfect. I'm perfect.
They are
well speaking. I know 17 languages, and I'm perfect.
Who's on quarantine? Oh no. Uh-oh.
Is that your brother?
Yes.
What do you say?
On quarantine.
Who? Henry?
That's what it says.
Shouldn't you be calling him?
I might have to call you. I'll come visit you. Can I come visit you?
Not until you sanitize your house.
Oh my goodness. That's not
I'm
cool.
gonna call you brother. What is that it?
On quarantine, only child.
Oh, she's so.
YAJ effect.
I'm not the only
YAJ
child,
effect.
but I was the only child in the household.
YAJ.
But I'm not the black sheep. If I really had to pick somebody, it would be my brother. He was the wild one. We'll talk about that off of the air.
No, we won't.
Oh, yes, we
We got a surprise. What's that thing? We got it after hours.
Oh, and I want to come down and visit you soon.
Why you tell why you tell me?
I am. I'm calling phone.
Hey,
And he's going to be a great uncle.
see you on Tuesday. Blah, blah, blah.
Welcome to
And if I'm late, I'll
YAJ.
do the show when I get home.
Welcome to YAJ.
He said, yep. Yeah, I don't have